What's up, YouTube? I'm back after a disastrous day of painting. I persevered, fixed my mistakes, and here we are. Um, so I pulled the ear hole off. As you can see, it's black. And now we're going to put in the hardware. These are the clasps that mount the face mask to the helmet. Um, this one I'll go in with white, and this one gray. I also did the custom insignia or text. Normally says Cowboys. You want to trust in God. I'm down with it. All right. And then on the front, instead of Cowboys, says Dallas. And unmasked and cleaned up all my areas where paint seeped under the tape or the tape just lifted, going across vents and cracks and contours. But so I got the face mask off. I'm pretty sure it's done. This isn't, you can see a difference here, but this is the same color, but this has been cleared multiple times to protect it. This is a rough state of the metallic base, so it doesn't look as glossy. There's also a blue, it's a blue prismatic flake. It's not prismatic. I would say it's like a blue diamond flake, where it's a bit translucent, um, opposed to like a navy blue metal flake. So basically, I'm just going to go in here, basically, literally. Sorry, I'm trying to find my YouTube voice. So I'll protect all of the surrounding areas with this blue tape because I don't like to airbrush that close. I want a nice uniform gradient that's not opaque. And if you try to go in too close with an airbrush, no matter how much paint you're releasing, you will get a solid line. So I need this to be transparent almost. And then we will darken up the edges. See, these are all custom vinyl cuts. Somehow I'll find a way to get those to you guys. If you guys are interested in painting a football helmet yourselves, I'm going to give away uh, all my little trade secrets and show you how you can accomplish the same results with probably even better results. As long as you just learn from my mistakes, I think that's the idea. Um, and this is many years of trial and error, but it'll look good when it's all said and done. Um, and yours can look that good too, but you are going to have, you're going to make mistakes. There's no doubt about it. I'm just going to try to level up that bottom line there. All right, so everything has been protected with a with the what would you call it, intercoat clear. I think I just use color blender. I find that there are some companies, and they probably have great products, but they attach a name to stuff, and then they just freaking just, I don't know, dude. It's just, some people pay it, some people that got the money to burn, but I try to keep my costs down. I think I haven't raised my prices in, well, up till like last year. I didn't have raise them until like last year. But the cost of paint, everything's gone up. You guys know that. I don't have to tell you. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm going to start doing some shirts or something. Maybe you guys can buy like a dozen of them each. And I don't know, something in the vein of unity, and because there's so much division and that's created by the powers that be, that somebody needs to counter that. And it's all just fabricated whatever narratives, just to keep people divided. because the true power lies with us, I think. But not to get all freaking revolutionary on you guys. So let's go ahead and so I'm going to paint this hardware. I'm going to use the positive stencil to create a highlight edge and a highlight edge or shadowed edge, whatever you want to call it. And then there are Allen bolts or hex head, I don't know, socket, Allen bolts. That's what we're going to call them. I'm not changing the name. So they're Allen screws, and they are to appear to have kind of like a domed top. So I'll show you how to do that. It's real easy. And make them look chrome. So these are just a clear plastic. So we're going to try to remain true to that. We're on a white background, so I just got to use gray. So we're going to go over to the airbrush booth, and if you guys haven't already done so, pretty proud of that. Need some sound to it, and I need some music, but I'll work on that later. I'm going to get some music to maybe in the editing, because these are all live and a lot of it needs to be refined and cut down, but and maybe I can put together a single tutorial or just crunch it down into a couple videos for people that aren't interested in watching a just a disaster of a podcast or whatever the hell it is. But no, it's getting better. I changed my camera angle again here, and I've got the background removal on this camera. This is basically, oh, and then I did the water slide decals. The customer requested those. I try not to put those on anymore unless they request them. But yeah, but I can't even list these on my site due to they tried to flag me once and tried to get my account canceled. They got my Facebook page canceled, had like 20K followers, and they freaking, yeah, they had it shut down because of this exact and these similar styles. I'm not, they're all hand painted. This guy sent me this helmet, and we're in America, and I think that we have the freedom of expression. If that guy wants to express his fanaticism for the Dallas Cowboys, I think he has a right to have that painted on his helmet, and I will do that. I know there are some. I'm not mass producing these. These are made on a request basis. I don't stock anything. Everything is made to order. And I just found some black that I want to clean up. It's right under that molding. Mask everything off there. Just seen that. There's a little bit of primer showing there. So let's go ahead in the airbrush booth, and I'll switch it over now and meet y'all over there. Boom. Boom. Wrong one. This one. Here we go. Why is that there like that? That's not even right. But it's whatever. So let's go in and paint this. It's almost done. I'm excited because I freaking hate painting football helmets. They just take so much more time than everything else, and there's so many little things that you have to do. And also, got the mic off my hat and on my shirt. I'm gonna see if there's an improvement there. So basically, oh, I got blue in that. I'll go in with I got a gray here. Hopefully it's not too thin, and it doesn't need to be super thick because it's just gray over white, and then I'll probably do white right here. Let me go make sure that the angles are good and see if I can't get you guys a better angle. Maybe if we go up. I don't know. I think maybe if we do. Sorry, adjusting the tripod. I don't know. Let's see what that looks like. But then I'm just going to drop it right back down. All right, so you can kind of see a little bit better. But here we go. Just a little bit of gray. Area is protected because, trust me, it will. And this is going to be a light. Oh, went too dark already. All right, there's that. But most of this is going to be covered by, most of it will be covered by, and I'll add a little extra white here as if it's magnifying the reflection because it has extra clear on it. And then, so this one I'll just do with white. Let's see if I can crank that sucker down. No. We're just, you guys just have to look at it through there. So then this, and it's white, and I'll go and that's it, just dust it almost. And then I'll put an extra right there. Okay, and that's that. And then I'll go get the composite, or the positive part of the stencil, or the negative, I don't know what it's called. I need to look that up. For some reason, I think I'm saying it wrong. So, that's not the right size. I've got them. Here I go. This is what they look like. Right? Put it right there. I should, theoretically, should be protecting that. So I just want to show, and obviously you want parallelism from the top to bottom, right? And I'll probably go white. I could do white. It's like, how much do we want it to show up? You know what I mean? I probably should. What I'll probably do is just go in with some more gray, right? And then hit it with white down here. So going with a heavy gray, kind of an opaque, right? And then I'm going to hit this edge right here where it wraps around the actual mask with more white, heavy, and see how it almost like spidered. That means that's too much, but hopefully it didn't go under. And then we pull them off. Hopefully you guys can see this. And we have that area. Now before I go in and paint the Allen head screw, I will definitely protect that paint that I just laid. Because this seems, I don't know, I'm going to go in and it did not freaking, I'm going to try to brighten it up a little bit in the middle. Your airbrush isn't working great, it's always best to shoot at the edge off of the stencil before you go in. Then I'll just kind of just use the perimeter. It's got a nice little texture from whatever, but there that is. That's why you want to protect it, because when I did that and that was such a thin gray that it needed to be protected. So I'm going to go in, grab this clear gun. Hit this super fast. It dries real fast. It doesn't take much. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, that's heavy. Bam. I think I should have went more. All right, so I got to do the edges on the other. Suck that air out real quick. And then I'm going to get, well, we can do this. So I got to go in. Do this. So here we go. Establish the thickness of these face mask clasps with an edge. Right? Pull off the positive, and there's what you have. I'm not sure if you can see. I'll tilt it. There's that. Don't want to make it too thick, then we can't fit the screw in there. Right? And there's that side. Now I'll go get the circle template for the hole. Throw this on here, center it, boom, like that. Boom, like that. You want to make sure the tops, make sure it's just uniform, that you don't have it floating one way or the other, because you did put that edge on there, so you don't want the screw to overlap the edge. Here's another one. Sometimes if you make it too thick, that's just what you got to do. All right, so these are easy. Basically, I will go in with a trans or a detail black. I've been saying trans as in transparent, but go in like this and basically do all the outer edges. I'm not worried about perfection because everything will be, maybe do the bottom a little bit darker. Same thing with these down here. Because they are a domed head, right? So there, that automatically just created the dome, like a bubble top, just by shading around. Okay, and then what I will do is I've got these True Fire stencils. This one's thick, so I'm not going to use that one. And you just want to find like something like that. So you can make them look real pointed like that. I'm not making them like that anymore. I'll just do this one right here. And then just right in the middle, just do like a smiley face almost. I'll show you right now. I'm going to use the opaque black because I need it to be dark. And you kind of just want it. Should have tested my airbrush first. Heavy at the, Heavy at the point there. Make sure your tip is clean on your airbrush. Sorry, I have no... All right, there's that. Do the bottom ones. Right there. And another one. All right, I'll show you up close. Kind of, I guess you can kind of see. See, got that. And that's why it needs, you can kind of see where even just having this touch that paint, it was a transparent, so it's really thin, and it can scratch real easy, and that's exactly what happened. But then I want to bring up the reflection or the dome a little bit. So test somewhere like right here. Make sure your paint is the right viscosity. Sometimes if you thin your paint in your airbrush, the heavier stuff will fall to the bottom and giving you a really weak paint. So I just want to put basically, literally, if I say basically one more time, just a reflection of a sun, I guess, a small sun right in the middle, right? A little, and you want it. That's pretty solid. Paint came out. I don't know why this paint is so thin suddenly. So right there in the middle, go extra light on that one. And after that, we will seal all that, right? And then put our Allen and just like that, right? Let me get that or the inner coat. Seal all that up, because if I put the that hexagon stencil on top of this paint, because it's adhesive, there's a good chance that either scratch or, it don't take much, bam. And actually this will, just a little bit just to seal it. There's not very strong adhesive on this vinyl, so it's not too destructive. Not like masking tape, but with that said, it also can cause you problems too, other issues. So I need the hexagons, I believe they're called. The hexagon stencil. Should have a bunch. I do. They're all cut out. They're so small you got to put them on a tip of a razor blade. Bring us back to this camera. This is it. Can't really see it, but that is that. Go back to the booth. Did I change it? Yeah, we're on here. So All we want to do is, this stuff is already dry. I like to keep them facing the same direction. I just had one. What happened to it? Had another one somewhere. Disappeared. I'm glad I got more, I guess. Where did that go? Thought I stuck it to me. Because I didn't stick it to me well enough. Alright, so I normally, how many I do 6. We really only need like 2. Worst case scenario 4, just in case some don't come out right. They're so small, so they gotta be perfect. I mean, they don't have to be perfect, but if you're gonna aim somewhere, right? Alright, so there I'll just go in with the black and hit the center slowly. Because I didn't heat it, I didn't really press it down too much, so, and then maybe put a little bit of black at the edge where it's not shining, right? And then at the bottom, do a little bit of white. And this, I'll just go ahead, well, we'll do the reveal after this. You gotta be careful taking them off because you could scratch the paint. And I'll just reuse the same stencil for the ones down below. Just like that. Same thing, fill in the black, or middle with black, right? Maybe a little bit on the bottom because there's no way that, right there, like that. Hit the top with a little bit of white. Give it like a chamfered or beveled edge, I don't know. So here we'll pull it off, and there's that one thing I was looking for. The tape caught it. So I'm going to pull this off all at once, and this is why you want to seal it, because in the worst case scenario, it could pull off all your graphics, all the airbrushing that you did. And there it is. Kind of see, boom, right? They look like real freaking screws. And I want to touch up that with black, so I can just go in right here, hit it with the black. That's done. I can pull off the rest. And I think go through a lot of tape. Lots of tape. And there is the side with that. And then the side, as you can see right there. And I think I'll meet you back over there. Oops. And we're back. So there you can kind of see it better. That's a GoPro camera. Well, this one in the booth is a GoPro. But I've already got the shield. It's pretty much done. As you can see, I did the shading, the drop shadow, probably a little bit more prominent than I'd like. And this is a part that I had to repair. and it's all cleaned up and it's ready for clear coat, I believe. So I'm trying to see how long we have been streaming. 30 minutes. That's good. Time flies. All right, so yeah, I can go in with the clear coat, but clear coating is just clear coating. We'll see how it can go either way. But God be with you all. Be nice to one another, as they say. Be patient, be kind. Be giving, be love. And until next time, peace to everybody in the world and freedom. Yes, sir. God bless. Stop stream.